Walter Bryant, David Clark, Offshoot Comics.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Hey, good to meet you.
in writing this, what was it that you wanted to keep, and was there anything that you wanted to remove from the story?
Sure. Well, there was never anything about it. Well, maybe I'll edit that. There was nothing in the like the story material or in Frank's books that I didn't like, that I didn't want to do. I'll admit, and this was my one little hesitation, that Frank's politics and mine aren't exactly the same. He makes no bones about letting the world know that he's pretty far to the right. Or perhaps libertarian is the better way to put it. I should let him speak for himself. I'm honestly bleeding heart liberal. But it wasn't my job to inject my politics into the story. I remain true to his books. That said, I was really glad that Frank, believed in the long-standing comic book tradition of distrusting authority in all its forms, and he, really got in a lot of bashing both sides. He bashes conservatives as much as liberals in this, and bashes Ronald Reagan in Part 2 as much as he does the liberal media, or it's all there. So I had plenty of opportunity to balance the political commentary a little bit and say, okay, it's on both sides. That everybody's got their BS factor. Everybody's full of it, and I hope that he would agree that that's faithful to something he believed too.
Excellent. Okay, so then as you are writing this, I can tell that you've got at least a serious respect for it, even if you don't love this material. There's at least a serious respect.
I know. I'll tell you, I love this material. This is the the book that changed everything. I'm at the right age that, when this came out, it was a huge deal. All my friends and I were talking about. It changed comic books. It changed Batman. It changed what people thought could be possible for comic books. This has been my dream project for decades, to get to do this. And Alan Burnett knew it, and he's the guy who called me and offered me the job. He knew that this, there's no, it's not, hey, I'm glad you like the material. No, this is the book I've been wanting to do forever.
Yeah, then that was actually where I was going with this. Is like, when you read this book and then you see this movie, does it translate when we see it? Do we get the love across that?
I sure think you will. My job obviously was to adapt. As I said, it wasn't to inject myself. I always find a way as a writer to express my own voice too, and hopefully, I'm really glad that people are saying online already, this is an incredibly true adaptation, because I know the places that I had to shuffle things around. I know the places that structurally I had to move things or make some choices or create whole scenes out of whole cloth that weren't in the books before. But my goal was for me to be invisible. My goal was for people to see this movie and say, yeah, this is the movie version of these books. This is true to these books. This is a guy who loved this material. Or not even to say that I love the material. I don't want them thinking about me at all. I want them watching this movie. And so hopefully that's the experience people get. They're getting the movie of Frank's Dark Knight Returns, not Bob's version of Dark Knight Returns.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you take the?
I love it. Thanks very much. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Swag.